Hey, it's Screw the System Joe, and I'm back with another new video. Now today I'm going to talk about the power of belief and why it's so important in helping you achieve your goals and dreams. Because no matter what you want to do, there are various outcomes that you need to go your way. You may be selling a certain product, you may be selling your services, there might be a match you have to win or a competition you have to win. Whatever the case, there are going to be certain yeses that you're going to need to hear in and amongst the inevitable rejections and failures that we all experience. And that the best tool that you have, the thing that's going to help you get the most out of your ability and give your best performance on the day, is the power of belief. And before I explain how to harness and use that, we first got to tackle this area of system conditioning. Because we're raised in a system that teaches us that luck plays the major, if not the most significant role in our achievements. But you've got to deny this conditioning. And it's not very difficult to see through it. All you have to do is take a bit of a deeper look into your own life and other people's lives, and you'll realize that luck doesn't play as big a role as the system would have us believe. I mean, think about it. Most people's lives either stay within a certain degree of stability. Successful people tend to remain successful. People who are struggling tend to continue to struggle. We don't win it all one month, make thousands and thousands of pounds in sales in one month, then go bust the next month and also get terribly ill. And then the month after that, we get it all back. We're healthy and our sales are back better than ever before. That is what life controlled by random events and luck would look like. You'd be jumping all over the place, one to the other, high to low, in a very short space of time. And that doesn't really happen in our lives. So now that we've eliminated the importance of luck, the question is, what does determine the outcomes in our life and the chances of us being successful? Well, if it's not luck and external events, then it's all down to you, the individual. Getting the most out of your potential is what is going to determine whether you can be successful in getting the outcomes you need to achieve your dreams. And there's something you really need to know when the focus is on yourself and getting the most out of your potential. And that is that we only have 5% of conscious control over our daily actions and our performance and what we're doing. 95% of this control is subconscious. It's from our deeper mind. And neuroscientists have discovered this. And the implications of this are really important. It means that in the moment thoughts, and sometimes positive thinking as well, doesn't actually work. It's our deeper programming, it's our beliefs that are stored deep inside and in some cases built up over many years, which are going to determine how we act during the day and how we perform. I'll just give you a quick example. If you've ever driven a car, you'll know that if you've been doing it for many years, when you're making a turn, you don't have to think, foot engages the clutch, move the gear stick, angle the steering wheel at a certain degree. No, that all happens automatically because it's been programmed into you. That's the 95% subconscious control that I'm talking about. So, what you have to do to get the best out of yourself in key pressure moments and to give the best performance every single day is develop a deep conviction about yourself and that you have the ability to do whatever it is that you need to do. When I talk about a conviction, it's got to be something that is very deep inside you, that is a knowing, a certainty, a feeling. Feelings are really important because they tell you that conviction has become real, that you believe in it. You have to develop that about yourself. Once you have that conviction, there's no limit to what you can achieve. And we see evidence of the power of belief. Probably the best example is the power of placebos. And there's one study in particular I want to tell you about, which really reinforces the strength of the power that you're going to be using and learning about. Now, this was a study conducted by Dr. Bruce Moseley, and it's in the 2002 New England Journal of Medicine. He was a knee surgeon, a very good knee surgeon, believed in his surgery and wanted to discover exactly what it was about his surgery that gave his patients such great results. So he took 3 groups of people and ran 3 different experiments on them. In the first control group, he removed and shaved off parts of the cartilage which he thought were causing the inflammation. In the second control group, he simply washed all the gunk and materials in the knee, which again he thought were causing the inflammation. In the third group, he did absolutely nothing. He sedated them, he made the incisions, but he carried out no surgery or medical procedure. After that, they were all brought round. This is all 3 control groups. They were all given an exercise program afterwards, and a few weeks or months later, their results were tested. Now, as expected, the results from the first 2 groups all proved very positive, and the ones who'd undergone surgery reported that they'd experienced the benefit. But amazingly, that final 3rd group said and reported exactly the same benefits as the first 2. They had been healed, their inflammation had gone away, and this baffled him because he thought it was all about his surgery, but there seemed to be a deeper power at work. Because that 3rd control group believed they'd undergone this advanced surgery, they actually got the same results as the people who did. And this is the strength of the power of belief. And I'll just read a quote from that doctor at the end of his study to you now. He said, "My skill as a surgeon had no benefit on these patients. The entire benefit of surgery for osteoarthritis of the knee was the placebo effect." So obviously you'll want to know how to get in on this action. How am I going to use this power of belief? If it can heal a knee, imagine what it could do for me, helping me to achieve my goals and dreams. Well, I would advise you, if you're wanting to harness and develop the power of belief, that you would steer clear of the traditional self-help method of repeating affirmations and telling yourself that you're great. Because there was another scientific research conducted by Dr. Swan and Joseph into the power of, into building self-esteem. And what they discovered is that people don't tend to believe it from themselves. They need other people to reinforce the belief in them. So this means that you can tell yourself that you're fantastic at something or that you're going to win, but it's not going to have reached that deep subconscious level. However, when you have somebody else telling you that, it makes it that much more believable. So what does this mean? It means that you need to surround yourself with people who believe in you. Especially if you can get a mentor who you respect, who believes in you and tells you this belief, then that's going to be so much more effective in convincing your subconscious that you are the person that you want to be, or that your product is as good as you had hoped. I'd add one more method to boosting your belief, and that is record your results. These are so important. Over the years, since 2003, I've been recording every significant positive achievement I've had. Started off with tennis coaching. Whenever I got a coaching client, I would write down in a notebook, in a diary, keep note of what I'd done. When I moved on to hypnotherapy, again, I'd write down when I got my clients. I'd write down the ones who had helped to stop smoking or help them with their insomnia. Every single positive result. I even did it with dating and getting a girlfriend. Then when it came to publishing my book in 2012, I wrote down every single sale. I write down every single 5-star review I get on Amazon. And what I'm doing with this is I'm collecting proof. I'm collecting proof that my subconscious mind accepts that I am this brilliant author and that I am this best-selling author that I want to be. And because it's all written down for me, I see it as proof. I can't deny it. It's there. And the subconscious accepts it. So my advice to you is to start writing these results down from now, every significant positive one you get, and it will be of a great boost to your belief. So that brings my discussion on the power of belief to an end. I hope you found it useful. If you have any questions, please put it in the comments section below, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Thanks.